G'day guys, welcome to another video. This is just a quick overnight trip. I'm heading north towards Trawool to stay in the state park up there. It's close to the Goulbourn River. I didn't pack my fishing rod. I'm not a very lucky fisherman. As you can see out the window, the weather's not great. It's not cold outside, and hopefully the rain stays away because I'm not a fan of sleeping in the swag in the rain. Anyway, I've got about another hour's drive, so I will hang on just at a roundabout. I've got about another hour's drive before I get there, probably another 45 minutes or so before I hit the dirt roads. So I'll see you then when I air down my tyres. So I've just turned off the main road onto the dirt road and I'm heading up into the state forest now. As you can see, it's up the hill there and into the bush. Well, I've only driven about 1.5 k's up the hill and the corrugations are ridiculous. Cars been sliding all over the place. Anyway, I'm about to travel into the state forest now, as you can see, and we'll go and find our campsite. I think that's still probably another 20 minutes away. So I've turned off the main road. It was actually called Main Road, even though it was in the state forest. Turned onto Falls Creek Road, and now I've come to a T-junction and I'm going to turn, nope, staying on Falls Creek Road, which goes this way down into, across a little bridge. Seasonal closures, but we're still safe. It's still summer for 2 more days, or 1.5 days. Looks like the GPS is a little bit lost though, but luckily I've got a map as well, just in case. I'm about 5.5 k's from the campsite, so not too long and we'll be there. A little bit slower now, obviously, but not as many corrugations as before, just small washouts. I'm in 4 high, nothing serious. So I've arrived at Trawool Reservoir campsite. There's a couple of guys, or 3 guys down the bottom that's camping right on the lakeside. It's not a bad campsite. It's very hard to find somewhere that's flat, but it's there's some fire pits. There's plenty of dry wood lying everywhere. People have left wood, firewood, and there's lots of kindling. I've set up camp, the swag's up, and I'm going to cook some dinner now. I have cheated tonight. I brought some mince from home that's already cooked. I'm just going to cook up some pasta, mix it all up, and chuck some cheese on top, and that'll be dinner with a nice cold beer. So the driving today wasn't too bad. I did it all in 4 high. The roads were pretty easy. There were a couple of washouts, a couple of steep drops, but nothing that I had to engage for low for. It's 8 o'clock, just waiting for the pasta to cook. I'm gonna have some dinner, sit around the fire, enjoy a few beers, and then jump in the swag so I can get an early start tomorrow. Cheers. Bit of a late start this morning. It's just after 8:30. We had some campers arrive at about 10:30 last night, and there's 3 carloads of them, and they made an absolute racket until about 4 o'clock this morning with their music and their shouting and screaming and whatever else they were doing, spotlighting. So I didn't get much sleep during the night, and then obviously fell asleep when they went quiet, and just woke up 15 minutes ago. So I go make myself a cup of coffee and then out on foot and go and have a look at these supposed waterfalls that are just down the road. And while I'm exploring, I'll wait for my stuff to dry out because it's all quite covered in dew, and then once it's all dried out, I'll pack up and head home again. This is the Trawool Reservoir. I camped over to the right there, and those cars parked on the left are the guys that arrived at 10:30 last night and kept us awake until 4 o'clock this morning with their noise. As you can see, they're still fast asleep. It's now almost 10 o'clock. There's supposed to be some waterfalls down to the left here. I don't know if there's any water flowing, but I'm going to go take a hike down there and see if I can find them. I'm guessing this is the waterfall. As you can see, there's not a lot of water at the moment. It's more of a trickle, but I imagine it'll be pretty spectacular when there's water flowing down here. Carries on all the way down there. I'll put the drone up, see what we can see.